Hi, this is Arogami here, and I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of one of my favorite games of all time, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. We're going to play single mode, and this is a list of my characters right here so far. I'm going to play with my Humar here, Lei Oolong, and we're going to play Episode 1. Now, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 is still available to play online. Sega's servers are down, but there's a private server called Shitek, and I can send you a link. Actually, I'm going to put a link right here on the video, so that way you can check out the website if you are still interested in playing. This is a pretty cool game. I've been addicted to it for a while now. I'm actually enjoying it. I have a couple of other characters that are actually in ultimate mode, but for right now I'm just going to show you a couple of things about the game that actually intrigued me. This is, like I said, once again my Humar, and I wanted to start all over from level 1 just to give you my kind of gameplay as to how to approach the game if you were just starting out from the game. Pretty much the game takes place on a planet called Regal. The principal, which is the guy who we were just talking to just there, has lost his daughter, Red Ring Rico, who is a skilled hunter from Pioneer 1. And we are trying to go down to Regal to find her and locate her and figure out what the strange explosion was and to figure out what happened on Pioneer 1 and on Regal. Alright, so right now, I'm just talking to the secretary. She's going to break down the story to me here real quick, so if you want to read that, you're more than welcome to. Okay, now we're actually going to go down to the second level of Pioneer 2. One of the first things I like to do is deposit my Meseta. Being a level 1 character, you never know if you're gonna die or anything, and what happens is if you die, you tend to lose your money. So I think that's very important and very critical. Every time you get money saved up, or you just want to be able to hold on to it, so just go ahead, go to the bank, deposit it, and yeah, you'll have that money there futuristically. Another thing here is I'm going to customize a couple of things. Futuristically, you can customize a bunch of stuff. These are some of the techniques you can use in the game. Some discs, some items you can use. The slot that I just put in was actually a special hit button. I'll explain that futuristically. Right now it's not available because I don't have a weapon that has a special technique on it, so I won't be able to use that feature. Alright, so we're on Regal. I always like to break down the boxes first of all. If you have an opportunity to do that, please do that. That will save you a ton as far as it'll help build some money for you, and then you can actually start to feed your mag, which is that little white thing that's on his shoulder right there. I just picked up a handgun, so that's pretty cool. And now we are about to engage on some enemies on Regal. Yeah, this is me typing, so that's crazy, but yeah, wild monsters. I love this game once again, and yeah, it's a pretty cool game, so I hope you enjoy the skill game walkthrough that I'm giving you. You'll notice some of the things that I'm doing right now. I'm doing a couple of combos, and I'm actually bringing up this item condom box right there, combo box, whatever, or chat box. And what that enables you to do is bypass the enemy and attack him from behind. Which is what you want to do. You don't want to get in the enemy's line of fire or have him attack you, because he will take a severe amount of damage because you're such a low level. So that's what I'm doing, showing you how I play the game. And like I said, that's a great feature to have when you pull up that chat box. It helps out a lot. Alright, once again, I'm breaking down boxes. Grabbing Meseta, that's the money. Meseta. Alright, and we're going off to the next part of the forest. This is Forest 1 on normal mode. So yeah, there's a couple of stages that you have to go through. There's 4 stages on episode 1, and then on episode 2 there's approximately about 5 or 6 stages. Now these things are called rappies, and they're little yellow birds, so they're fairly easy to beat. And they also drop cool items off futuristically once you get to higher levels. The other enemies that I'm going to face right here, these are called Boomas. Then you have Go Boomas. Alright, and then you have a stronger form, which I'll tell you about once we get to the next part, okay? So I'm breaking down more boxes here. Now the blue symbol on my chest is actually my section ID. That's blue full, and there's several types of second-gen IDs that you can play with. Each one giving you a different type of weaponry experience or units, or just some items in general. I just gained a level, so now I'm officially level 2, so that's pretty cool. And notice how I'm engaging each enemy. I'm trying to keep my distance and try to fight a fair bout, and I'm pulling up my chat window to allow me to elude the enemy. Normally when you go in front of an enemy and you're encountering, what happens is if you don't have that chat box up, it'll slow you down. The enemy will slow you down. But when I put that chat box out, I can immediately run past the enemy, get from behind us on his blind side, and attack him. I just picked up a ton of amount of fluids here, so that's pretty cool. Alright, more boxes. Like I said, this is going to prove to be very vital futuristically when playing the game. And I'll tell you why. A lot of guys, they tend to pass up on all the items or items that they feel as though they aren't so important to them. But even the ones you don't use, they come in handy. Now you notice, like I said, as I blocked that Booma there, just the way I was approaching them, like I said, keeping my distance, playing it safe, doing the combinations of 2-hit combos and 1-hit combo. This is the chat box right here, or the shortcut menu. That leads to certain weapons. Actually, excuse me, that was a shortcut menu. So you saw that I had techniques, I had my items, and then in the next box I had a list of weapons that I can rotate through. Like I said, when you're doing custom attacks, like I said, go for a normal hard or normal hard, and that'll give you probably the best chance of being able to hit an enemy. Seeing how Humar's ATA, which is their attack accuracy, is fairly low to begin with. These are laser fields. You'll see a lot of these in certain areas. Some of them are pretty easy, like that one is. You just saw the switch right there next to the laser field. Other ones require you to actually go to another area within the same stage to hit the laser field switch, and then to go back to get whatever items, or to be able to enter whatever section was blocking off. They either block off boxes or block off an area that you can go to. And you have to find a switch to be able to go through it. As you can see, I just picked up a cane. Like I said, I can't use canes at all. Humars are hunters. They can't use canes, but they come in handy as far as it comes down to selling them from the Sega early on. This is a Monis, and they drop off these flies called Marts or something like that, I think. So yeah, they're pretty ugly creatures, especially when you get to ultimate mode. Golly, they're terrible looking. Alright, waiting on some more enemies to appear. This is a barbarous wolf, which is the strongest form of the wolf. Forest one on normal. And then you have the regular wolf, which is a savage wolf. The good thing about fighting wolves, especially when you fight multiple wolves, the blue one is the strongest one. Normally you'll see a blue one and a regular green one, or either you'll see just a bunch of green ones. But regardless, if you happen to see a blue one in a room and it's like 3 other green ones, or even if it's 1 other green one, if you kill the blue one first, because that's the leader of the wolf pack, what happens is the other wolves cry out, and that lowers their shield because they're either saddened or angry or disappointed that they lost their leader. So they're frightened and fear from the person that killed their leader. Some more Mercedes. Ooh, and I picked up a Resta. That's pretty cool too. That's gonna come in handy pretty soon. Notice that this Resta in the parentheses is my Resta level, and on the left of the parentheses was the requirement, which was 50. Okay. These are some frames. You can also equip those too. Those are showing that they're stronger than the current equips that I have. Another way you can equip them is going through the equip menu, and then you can scroll up and down and figure out which one you want to equip as well too. You can do this for your mag and also your weapons as well. Alright, that one has 10% on native. I'll explain to you guys hit on the weapons as we get further along, but pretty much you have native, beast, machine, and dark, and whenever you have percentages on them, that enables you to be able to give more attack power toward whichever enemy it is that you're fighting, whether you're fighting a beast, a native, a machine, or a dark enemy. Right now, since we're in Fortress, we're fighting native, so since it's 10% on there, it's going to actually take more damage. And that's it. So Force 1 is officially complete, and now we're about to head to Force 2.